feels great. I'm here at Theory Field, Valley East Little League in drums with Jim Gossar. He's the vice president of the league. I'm sure the kids were excited. You said you've been coaching 7 years. How excited were you to get outside and play baseball?
Very happy. It almost feels like we're back to normal again. I mean, these kids have, I think it was March 13th, school ended, so they've been inside all that time. This is the first chance a lot of these kids have had to get outside and be on the field and see their friends. So it's really happy. I'm really happy for them. It's very exciting.
You said your son's on this team. How old's your son?
My son is Jackson, and he's 12 years old this year.
So me and my wife don't have kids yet, but having a 12-year-old at home through quarantine, how has that gone?
I'm glad to be back on the baseball field.
I did see a post on Facebook that asked for volunteers to come out, help get this field ready. What was that effort like, and did you have a lot of help getting everything ready for the kids?
We did. I think we had about 20, 25 people come out that night, and everybody was busy. We had everybody weed whacking, mowing grass. Guys were raking the field, picking rocks, you name it, everybody was doing it. We had everyone from a 65-year-old man to a 12-year-old kid here that night to help us.
Was it nice to see everybody band together and say, let's do this, let's do it for the kids?
It really was, because usually our field day, we had like maybe 3 or 4 people volunteer. Like I said, this year we had like 20, 25, so it was a big difference from past years. It was nice to be here and just see everybody together. It was a nice time.
What are you guys working on tonight? You said you're one of the younger teams, so you guys still trying to come together?
Yes, tonight we did mostly pitching. We're trying to give everybody a chance at pitching, because that's going to be, everybody that plays Little League knows pitching is key. And just to get, as you can see, just to get them out running around and laughing and just doing the drills, get everybody in position and just see where we go from here.
Parents' response when they heard you're coming back, I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of questions. Was it crazy being the VP and in the league where you guys get a lot of messages like, hey, when are we starting? What's going on?
Yes, if everybody followed the Little League website, we were supposed to start back in April, and then it was May, and then we didn't hear anything, and then finally we got the news, and everybody was really excited to be back in the field. We did have to change this year. Usually we go 9 through 10 and 11 through 12. In order for all this to work, we decided to go 9 through 12 this year.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. What did you guys have to modify, and what are you kind of maybe do you have to change to keep everyone safe?
Sure. We have to do the social distancing as much as we can. The rules this year have changed. The umpire will be behind the pitcher's mound, which is going to be a big change for us. And we're going to try to have pitchers pitch to the kids of their age bracket. So a 12-year-old should not be pitching to a 9-year-old. We're just going to try to do it as close to age as we can for safety precautions.
And how many teams are there, and it's from 9 years to 12 years old?
Yes, we have, in Valley East, we have 5 teams this year, and we are interleaguing with Hazel Township, and they have 2 teams as well. So we have 7 teams in our interleague this year.
Were you guys planning to be with Hazel Township, or was this kind of decided once everything happened?
No, every year it's usually Valley East, Hazel Township, or Freeland. Freeland, I'm not sure what they decided to do, but they were not able to join us this year, so it'll be us and Township.
So when do games start? When does things pick up?
Sure. All games start July 6th, and we're going to play the games at the Hazel Township facility because they have 3 fields up there. After every game, we have to disinfect wherever the kids were, so that gives us a big opportunity for more fields and more people to be able to play the games and disinfect afterwards.
Is there any limitation?
We still kind of like to keep it to immediate family members, like mother, father, grandparents, siblings, because we try to keep the social distancing as much as possible, and we don't want to have anybody come to our game and possibly get sick, so we want to try to keep it limited to just interim family members.
One of the last things I want to ask, I always think coaching could be challenging and fun. Is it interesting now? I saw you reminding the kids a little bit now, hey guys, you have to be separated a little bit different this year.
Yes, it's very different this year. We will not be able to utilize the dugouts. So all the kids will have a certain spot in the bleachers, and when they come off the field, they'll have to be in their 6 feet apart spots, and they'll have to have masks on.
And we're actually going to finish up with Coach in a minute and the vice president, but first we're going to talk with one of his players. Give me your baseball background. When did you start playing? Why did you start playing?
I felt like when I was a kid I had a big passion for baseball, and I started t-ball here at about 4 years old and really just carried on because I had fun and realized that I was pretty good at the game, so I just kept going on and getting better, and that's where I am today.
When everything happened this year and you're thinking, oh, there might not be a season, were you worried? I mean, someone who loves baseball like you, what were you thinking when a pandemic breaks out and they're talking about there might not be a season?
Yeah, I was worried because it's my last year of Little League because I'm 12, and it would really suck because I love the game, and here at Valley East I have a good time, and it would just suck that I wouldn't be able to play my last year of Little League here at Valley East.
What was your first practice like? First practice back, what was it like seeing everyone again? How was your reaction?
It was fun because it's nice to get on the field, be with your friends, and do what you love.
So you guys have some younger guys and possibly girls on the teams this year. Do the older guys feel like you have to maybe be leaders? There's a little bit of a different experience with 9-year-olds.
Yeah, because this is like the 9-year-olds. It's a big difference from 7 and 8s to 9 and 10s and 11 and 12s, because in 7 and 8s you can't steal. It's like there's not a lot of like the things that you could do here, so you really have to stick with them. And if they make an error, you have to like keep their backs and make sure that they're always up.
What lesson, what would you tell your 9-year-old self about baseball if you could go back and tell your 9-year-old self?
Definitely never give up, because I would always like get mad when I got out, and then like every time I went out on the field again, I would like miss everything because I was mad. You really just you can't get mad, and you just have to put that behind you and play your game.
Jim, you have an experienced coaching staff with you. You're higher up here in the league. You know how important Little League is. Why do you think it's so important for the kids to be out here and to be playing?
I personally believe it builds friendships and bonding that's going to last a lifetime. I'm 42 years old. I still talk to some of the kids I played Little League with way back when, and we all have the same memories. So it's something that we'd like to instill with these kids. I believe it builds sportsmanship, it builds really good character, and it's just nice to have the kids on the field again.
And the last thing I want to ask you, we're here at Valley East. Some leagues in our area aren't going to be able to play this year. A lot of nonprofits are going to need help. Would you encourage people, hey, reach out maybe to their local Little League if they're looking to help? Monetary donation, time donation?
Absolutely, every little bit helps. I mean, I've been in this league 7 years, and I've been to meetings where 2 people showed up, and I've been to meetings where 20 people showed up. This league and our baseball is built on volunteers and everybody in the community. And I think if everybody would pitch in and do their part, we would have a great success here.
I've only been here for like 30 minutes. The kids are having a ball as usual when I show up here at Valley East. Thank you for your time today. You came right off the field to do an interview. From Theory Field in Drums, I'm Ken Cara for SSPTV Sports. We did receive an email from Valley West Little League in Cunningham saying that they are looking for volunteers and some possible help with fundraising. If you're interested in helping them out, email adamahoover@yahoo.com. To see what your local league is doing and to find out how you can help, I would suggest finding them on social media.